sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. These two teams, they met up in the opener a season ago in Detroit, and it was the Lions who came out on top 35-23. Matthew Stafford, 4 touchdown passes in that game, 2 to rookie Kenny Galladay. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A big welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And now it's Rosen looking. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. The 30, 20, 10, 5. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Rosen to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Steps away to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he fires one incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. A gain of 32 that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Matthew Stafford, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4th. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback to... Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And Allen to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Johnson on the counter. Again, he finds an opening. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. The return man here, T.J. Jones. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 24. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let one flip into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They pitch it out to Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And you can bump the lead up to 9. It's 15-6. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Rosen now off the bootleg. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On 2nd down, Rosen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ziggy Ansah. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Tate. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On the ground, this is Johnson, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Touchdown, Cardinals! Christian Kirk, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Hauschka now for the extra point. Third time's a charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the lead now stands at 13. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On second down, Johnson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, Johnson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Complete. It's Johnson. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Stafford on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Prater on to add the extra point. This time the extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. Now Rosen on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. On the toss, here's Johnson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking. Yet
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Robinson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now it's Rosen fighting to stay upright. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now a first down throw. Stafford finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, Stafford here. And his throw here's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up second down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Here's Rosen to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So out now come the Lions. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First down at Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Stafford. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Ashawn Robinson there on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, that's Johnson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Caught right side, Tate. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Stafford dancing to his left. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Lions on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And to the left side here, Wilson. And unable to bring